Hello, Gemini. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading for the midpoint of June 2019. Also, as you can see, I've switched things up. I wanted to go ahead and do that a little bit just to see if we could switch things up. If you don't like it, let me know and I can change it back to the way it was. I don't know. I kind of like it though. I'm going to put these back. There's like 50 billion cards in here. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more. Show me energy present for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. June 2019. Midpoint June 2019. Sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. And those dealing with Geminis, any cross watchers as well. Slippery, these cards. They're so slippery. Two more. Okay. Show me energies present for Gemini. What's Gemini dealing with? So first card out, you have the Page of Coins. So school, study, new direction, getting involved in things that make sense for you on a financial level. Page of Swords. Again, study. These are student cards. And here we have the Three of Cups. So this is getting involved in situations with people, and Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting, you guys. I feel that you're putting a fair amount of energy and effort towards a new goal, a new opportunity, learning as much as you can with something. Page of Cups. Something that's going to be intellectually satisfying for you, something that's going to be financially stabilizing for you, and something that's going to be emotionally supportive for you. It involves your creativity, it involves mental use, and it also helps in the financial area. And it feels like you're involved with people who are of like mind, people who want to go about and do some of the same things. You share the same goals. You see eye to eye with the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Show me more for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands, and the Emperor. Excellent energy. I kind of have the cards like leaning over here to the right just because it's very glary over here. I need to figure this out. I've got one light source. I feel like Dracula's castle over here, but yeah, this is great. I feel what we're doing here is we're honoring our emotional self. We're honoring the parts that make us feel good. You could be involved with a water sign for sure. That's either way, you'll know your situation. But whatever's going on here is it feels like we're having a fair amount of movement towards something that's very stable. Now, this could be a fire sign. It could be an Aries. That could be moving towards something stable. But I feel more so that this is in connection and in regard to things that make you feel good. It's in regard to study, going towards new goals. I feel a lot of new goals. You feeling happy and abundant about yourself. You feeling invigorated in regard to what you feel good about. And I have the Knight of Wands here. So the Knight of Wands is not always a bad guy, okay? I do want to mention the Knight of Wands can also talk about feeling vigorously impassioned in the direction that you want to go in. You have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Wands. This is like get up and go energy. It's learning about things. Could be in a situation where you're in like a certain tech school or like graduating with certain people, and feeling very, very positive about a situation, feeling like the situation nurtures you and makes you feel good about the decisions that you're making. The Emperor here, if it's not a person and if it's regarding you as an energy, this is something where this is a very boss energy. It's very energy where like we are feeling very positive about our life. We take into consideration all outcomes, ramifications, get involved in things that actually make sense for us. You know, things that are long lasting, things that value our time and effort, and it builds upon an empire. We build upon our own empire, and this is feeling damn good doing it. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading here. I'm going to shuffle that again. I haven't shuffled these cards yet, but that was the Ten of Wands popping out. Ten of Wands talks about wanting to release burden. Talks about carrying burden, but releasing them. It's a 10. It's a finality. All right, so show me for Gemini. Show me energy here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and those dealing with Gemini, please. I feel that this is more Gemini's reading, though, versus somebody who's dealing with Gemini. Show me the Page of Coins for Gemini. So you have the Six of Pentacles popping out here, Gemini. This is about balance. It's about financial gain. It's about sometimes if you need to go to school, this is about asking for a loan from somebody, you know, in exchange for study. But this is positive. This is supportive of what you want to do, okay? Show me the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, you have the Two of Wands popping out. So direction, new direction, choosing direction. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You know, I think some of you are either communicating that to people or you're just doing your due diligence in regard to the direction that you want to go in. This is choosing a path. Study, school, taking a loan for that. Choosing a path, most definitely. Choosing a path that seems to be very abundant and happy for you. I'm sorry, this doesn't seem like a love reading, you guys. It really doesn't. Show me the Three of Cups. So for the Three of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords popping out. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's very honest with herself. She's very honest with those that she's around. She's been through enough BS in her life and experience to not choose to go through it anymore. She requires honesty and truth. You may be involved with people like that. You may be also getting yourself involved or dealing with a situation where you can speak truly with your cohorts, with the people that are around you. You can communicate effectively. This is about effective communication, okay? Show me Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands here is having boundaries. Interesting energy here. Sometimes it can talk about being defensive, but a lot of the times it feels to me like boundaries just need to be implemented, you know. Where do we need to be honest about ourselves with that? What else is there? I get messages and pictures, you guys, like in my mind. And so like sometimes a bunch of them just, it's like Viewmaster, like they just and like I have to string them together. And like I'm getting a big wave of images and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. So I will bypass them. And if they come back, then they come back. Yeah, I feel here too, though, that this is important for you to be create boundaries in regard to the truth, create boundaries in regard to what makes you a better person, what stabilizes your life. You know, the one problem with the Knight of Wands in the upright, Knight of Wands in upright is not bad, but the Knight of Wands upright can denote an energy of being very passionate about something, rushing towards something, getting involved in something. Maybe you're getting out of school or learning or dealing with some sort of situation and like going gung-ho and then backtracking and then not completing it, not being stable about it. To get to this Emperor energy, you need to fulfill all of the aspects of it. If you're dealing with the situation in regard to school, be careful about drinking too much here. Be careful about partying too much with your friends. This is talking about creating boundaries with people that you know, just so you can stay on track. Being honest with yourself in regard to how you want to go about this. This is cutting out things that sabotage your situation, that get in the way of your future here. Be honest about that. You know, this doesn't mean the worst thing in the world, but that's literally what I'm picking up there. Show me the Ace of Wands. Just having solid boundaries around what supports you, protecting what supports you, so you're not, falling over and getting things mucked up. Show me the Ace of Wands for Gemini, please. Show me the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Okay, so for the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. Excellent. So passion with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel, Gemini, that this is your energy. You could be dealing with 3 women. Sorry. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, 3 right there, the 3 of Cups. You could be dealing with I don't want to say third-party situation. This actually feels like friendship, honestly. Camaraderie feels good. But I feel that these queens coming up are different aspects of you all beginning to start to piece together, okay? So the Queen of Cups, we have an emotional, compassionate, intuitive, beautiful, loving energy that is, very nurturing and sweet. Then you have the Queen of Swords, who's somebody who doesn't take BS. They don't want to deal with lies and bullshit. They remove things and obstacles in their life that cause strife, frustration, and discontent. They don't want to do that. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who, in regard to, she has some connection to the Queen of Cups, especially in that intuitive regard, She's connected to the outer world. She's connected to the spirit world. She's connected to intuition and mysticism and all of these beautiful things. But the Queen of Wands is somebody who goes forward in her life. She chooses her life clearly. If you're studying and you're doing something for yourself that only you can do, I think you have cause to celebrate in the end. I think this is something, aside from feeling very passionate about, it's something that fulfills you on an emotional level, which is crucial for anything that you're going to be studying and truly wanting to get involved with. For you to end up being emotionally stable in the situation that you're in, it's crucial for you to have connection and deep passion and drive for what you're doing. It's crucial for you to have that emotional abundance as well, where you feel like you're in love with what you do. So let me go ahead. Show me the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands here, you have, interesting, you have the 9 of Cups, and you have the King of Cups. Sorry about that shadow. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, King of Cups. Knight of Wands, not 9 of Wands. This is abundance. This is feeling good. This is feeling like you're in a situation that feels excellent. This may be, if you're getting into a relationship, you have a counterpart here. That's not a bad situation. Also within this, it feels like once you accomplish your goals, you will be satisfied, you will be happy in yourself, and you will be connected to yourself on a completely different level where you may have not been so before. And I think it's important to be proud of that. It's important to be proud of that. It's important to celebrate it. That's what I want to say. It's important to celebrate this type of energy, because if you're ending a school cycle, or if you're like finally graduating of some sort, I feel like some of you are just in the middle of it, but it feels positive. It feels like it's in the direction for something really good to happen, And I feel here, with that being said, like the energy that seems to like enter into your life once this phase is done could be that you start to meet somebody who is also of like mind. It could be a water sign, could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, primarily Scorpio. But Gemini, it's a card. The King of Cups is somebody who is also loving. They're nurturing. It's the counterpart to the Queen. And this is somebody who is essentially open for emotional connection. They want to care for you. He's at the bottom of the deck. I don't want to make too much of a big deal about it, but wherever you're leading, wherever position you're going towards, I don't want to make the Knight of Wands just a person. If he is a person, it feels like it's connected to this energy. But, somebody who's passionate about it, somebody who's in, But if it's not a person right now, then it feels like the direction that you're going in is something that leaves you very fulfilled, very stabilized emotionally, and happy to be part of it. But I think the key to this happiness and maintaining this happiness in your life is to create boundaries, is to create healthy boundaries in regard to the things that may sometimes cause us to slip, you know, the things that cause us to get in our own way in regard to our own success. So cut those energies out, be very honest with them, and study your ass off if you're in school. Show me the Emperor. So you have the Page of Swords with the Five of Cups here. Interesting energy. Why is this here for the Emperor? Huh. Let me feel. Are you worried that you're not going to get your goal? Are you worried that you're not going to achieve what you want and you need in your life? What's going on? Let's pick one more card. Show me more for the Emperor. You have the Hermit here. So that's a card of study, but it's internal study, it's emotional study, it's spiritual study of yourself. You have the Page of Swords here twice, presented twice. You know what? This is interesting because literally what just shot across my head and like, you know, on Broadway, like they have the blinking lights in front of like movie theaters or plays. It was, oh fuck, what was it? Oh God, it's in and then it's out. I hate when that happens. Oh fuck, what was it? No, I don't like that. Basically what the message was to be diligent. How do I, it was like going across the screen in letters, in sparkly letters. I don't know what it was now. Shit, I hate that. Basically what it is, we have the Three of Cups here in this card. I'm going to pick it up. We have the Three of Cups here. So it's dropping that energy that this is what I'm talking about, like getting real. Look at how he's looking at this. This one feels protective about this energy here. I'm going to read this Five of Cups very strangely, but it literally in my heart of hearts, this feels right. This feels like a hangover. Okay. This feels like we've drank too much. Celebrating a little too much sometimes. This is being protective about your position, keeping your eye. That's what it said in the gold glitter letters. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Now, the Two of Cups, that's emotional fulfillment. It's connections with people that feel right for us. But it can also be a connection to a situation where we feel it's just right. Like in a work situation, it feels like it's perfect for us. Like we fit in just right and we absolutely love and adore that job. It feels great for us. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like we need to not be so clouded here. Honestly, that's what I feel. And we need to guard. I know you can't see that right there. I'm so sorry. It feels like we need to guard that position. It feels like you need to guard the stability, guard what you're doing here, guard what you're doing here. You know, this whole advancement in your placement, you know. And if you're not going to school, it's something about really evaluating where you're at in your life and how you stabilize things. This feels very positive, Gemini. I don't feel negative about this at all. It feels very forward moving. So I'm going to pull a romance angel because I've done it for every single reading and we'll see what yours says. Usually I don't use the romance angels, but for some reason in this whole thing, it feels like I need to. Children. So another thing too, we have Page of Coins, Page of Swords. These are also children as well. I do want to mention that. This may be a message for somebody with children. It could be an earth sign child and an air sign child. It doesn't feel bad. I mean, it just may be that you're dealing with school in regard to those children. You're dealing with things that stabilizes them. new advancements in their upbringing, new advancements in the direction that they want to go in. But I think it's important here, if that's the case, Gemini, that you really listen with your heart in regard to where they want to go, in regard to how they want to study and what brings them happiness. That type of energy is this type of Nine of Cups energy, where you feel like you can communicate with somebody, where you feel heard, where you feel emotionally on the same page with somebody, where it nurtures you and it feels like you have a connection that's healthy. But also in regard to this, if you have children, it's also setting up boundaries in regard to what they can and can't do, how much time they're spending with their friends, what they're doing, wasting their time. And being very strict about that as well, creating boundaries, not being a total asshole about it, but being strict about it. And it leads energy into a very beautiful direction. Apply that to yourself if you are dealing with school and you're dealing with that type of energy. This is a very specific reading. Again, like I said, it doesn't feel like a relationship reading. It feels like you're dealing with something very different. So I'm going to pull an oracle card here for you. Here, let's pull an advice card. Where's the decks? All hands on deck. Where are you? I have like 50 decks, you guys. It's ridiculous. My shelf looks schizophrenic. Show me information for Gemini. Show me information for Gemini, please. Give me some advice for Gemini in this situation. The Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the Hermit in reverse, it's interesting. It's having done enough consideration. It's thinking about things long enough. So we decide upon a decision. We create a decision. Which direction are we going in? How much money do you need? Are you dealing with a Virgo? Are you dealing with somebody who's doling out money for you and your child? Is it for children? Is it for you? But either way, it feels like this energy is released. It's at ease. We don't have to look in it anymore. Now the process has begun, and it's about going towards what you want, being very honest with yourself in regard to the direction that you want to be in, and cutting through the bullshit. So let's go ahead and pick up an oracle card. Okay, Starfish, I believe that's the third time that Starfish has come out, flew out for you. Starfish. Why so Starfish? All right, so Starfish, healing, regrowth, sensory. A starfish is one of the many creatures that can regrow a lost limb. The many nerves that stretch from the center of the animal to its arms even allows a completely severed limb to regenerate into a whole new starfish. Loss is painful, but is a very inevitable and necessary part of life. However, with each experience, there is an opportunity for growth and learning. I feel that this is all about growth and learning. I don't know if there's any heartache or pain or anything from the past. I feel that this is literally a reading about being diligent as hell, educating yourself in whatever field that you want to go into, feeling incredibly passionate and supported by that and those that you're around, being supported by the people that you love and that are connected to you, and trusting the process. It leads you to some place that's very, very... the Emperor is a very well-off situation, well-off energy. It's ruling your own situation. It's going in a direction that's actually molded just for you. And it's doing so very effectively here. Oi. Show me the Five of Cups. What is the nature of the Five of Cups here? I feel that it's really, don't fucking abuse your luck and don't over party. You have the Ten of Wands popping out in reverse. So the Ten of Wands is essentially letting go of burdens. It's freeing that energy up so that you can make advancements in your experience. If drinking is a burden, the Queen of Cups is here, and she's right next to the Three of Cups with the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of cups here. You know, this can talk about sometimes drinking too much, spilling that over. I feel that that has to end. I don't feel that this is like, oh, regret and sorrow. Like you might feel regret and sorrow if it starts to mess up your system and your situation. That's why I think it's important for you to have incredible boundaries in regard to how you choose to achieve this. But other than that, guard and protect your situation. This feels like it's a very positive thing and you don't want to mess it up. But by doing so, it leads you to a very, very positive outcome. So, all right, Gemini, I hope that reading was helpful for you. I know it wasn't super lovey-dovey, but I wasn't picking up love from this. I was picking up education and furthering your life. So be it. Maybe next time it'll be lovey-dovey. Anyways, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If you like this setup, feel free to let me know and go ahead and share, like, and subscribe if you found this to be helpful for you. And I will see what I can do about next reading. I don't know. Maybe it'll be lovey-dovey. I hope so. I can't control the readings, you guys. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this means that you're going to be blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no point in that. There's no point in that. It doesn't feel right to do that to people. I see a lot of tarot readers do that to people. Like, they'll read the card exactly for what the card means, and then they will apply their, like, sugarcoating to it. And I'm not going to do that for you. Like, if you want that, please go somewhere else. There's so many readers that will do that for you. I'm not one of them. And even if my messages disappoint people, I'm going to tell them. So yeah, if this made sense for you, then it's for you. If it's not, it's not. All right, you guys, I hope everything's well. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.